Okay, so we're here at this study, and this study really drew my attention because it's a soy-based product, and you are?
Hi, I'm Chiho from University of Miami.
Nice to meet you. We're just talking off camera about this fermented soy, and it was basically comes from the soybean.
Yeah.
And so tell me, what was your main purpose? Because I'm interested in this because I'm actually I'm a cyclist.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm all about the antioxidants, the plant-based substances, and so forth. So why don't you go ahead and just...
So why soy? Because of the isoflavones in there. It's a phytoestrogen that sort of past research elicit capability in altering vascular activity, mainly in improving blood flow. So, but there's not a lot of research looking into how this can affect exercise performance as well. Mm-hmm. So we sort of looked into that and supplemented the fermented soy acutely, and we see a performance enhancement in both increase in power and speed at the end of the 20-kilometer time trial, mm-hmm. and also a decrease in heart rate throughout the time trial as well. We see the decrease in heart rate.
Mm-hmm. So would that mean perhaps better efficiency or less cardiovascular stress or less myocardial demand?
Right.
In some way?
Decrease in heart rate, that suggests that there's an increase in the efficiency of blood flow and an increase in blood flow as well.
Yeah.
So there's a vasodilation, so the heart doesn't have to pump.
Work as hard.
And as many times.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And so this is from, the product is Fermalife. Where is this product available? Or is this just in trials being studied?
Yes, this in trial being studied, and so the company contacted the department and sort of wanted us to see if there's any performance benefits of the soy product, and we're just sort of looking into that.
Okay, great study. Really, I'm definitely going to check it out more off camera. But thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you,
So this is my first time using this Theragun, and you were saying that it's good for the muscles in the body. What is it? What's the main reported benefit? How does it help?
So it's good with blood circulation, lymphatic drainage, if you have any kind of muscle tightness or muscle soreness.
Different type of curves.
Feels good, I'll tell you that. Definitely feels good.
The strength of it.
Do a lot of people say that it feels good? I mean, especially on these hard floors in here, this is good for my leg.
So they're continuing.
So is this good for post-workout recovery? To help recovery? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Good. I mean, I know it benefits anyone, but are there any particular populations, like athletes?
I know a lot of athletes love to use this.
Okay.
And then there's that pointed end one right there as well.
Post-training recovery. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So we're here, and this is a study on the time up and go, which I remember the senior fit test when I was in undergrad, we studied this and the issues with explosive power and balance in older adults, and this study looked at young and older adults, and we're here with...
Hi, Lawrence Villanueva.
Nice to meet you.
Max Orbit's lab at the University of Miami.
Yeah, this was a great paper, so I just wanted you to kind of summarize what you were looking for, what you found.
Right, so again, time up and go, a little background information. It's common clinical tests to assess fall risk, balance, gait, functional mobility in the elderly population. And here we are analyzing the differences in biomechanical and electromyographic strategies between healthy, young, and older individuals. We hypothesized that the younger group would experience a greater lean towards the cone. Sort of similar to if you think about a race car track. You know, the car as it's turning, you always want that inside lane leaning towards. So yeah, we analyzed 8 different muscles on the legs. And we also analyzed the ground reaction forces that they exhibited turning around the cone.
Which is on the force plates, right?
Yep, force plates right here, behind the cone.
And this is 8 feet.
8 feet, yeah.
Yeah,
8
up
feet or
and
3
go.
meters,
You go up and around the cone and sit back down.
Yep, as fast as you can.
As fast as you can.
No running though.
Right.
So what we found was the younger group did in fact have significantly higher medial lateral forces in the direction of the cone, and that can also be seen through the ratio between vertical ground reaction force over medial lateral force. So in that case, that would be higher for the older group, meaning they're exhibiting more force directly straight up.
Yes.
And so we had hoped to have that difference reflected in the muscle patterns that we see through the EMG. However, analysis only showed a difference in one muscle group. But disclaimer, this was preliminary data.
Preliminary data, yes, exactly.
And so the second time around, we did a few changes. For example, these are sort of arbitrary comparisons. We don't really have any normalization of the EMG. This time around, we analyzed the EMG around the cone as a percentage of the EMG of the same muscles during the straight walk towards the cone.
Yes.
So that helped normalize the data a little bit. And the second time around, the analysis showed that there are actually many significant differences in the muscles as opposed to what we have listed here, there it says only one.
And so what were the main muscles where you found significant differences? And based on those differences, what would you recommend to improve for older adults?
Yeah, off the top of my head, I don't have the muscles for you. We're still in the midst of it. But essentially, the muscles that are significantly different, we hope that an exercise program in which the elderly population strengthen those specific muscles, that will help increase their balance and time doing this.
Yeah, the performance doing this test, which would be interesting to do a follow-up study with the training program.
Right.
Post-training and see if the older adults have it, pre and post.
Yeah,
if
see if their time improves.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, obviously, it may not be as the same as younger adults, but it would be improved amongst themselves.
Yeah, compared to themselves, yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Set, go. Good. Oh, that was. Here's another really fascinating study on the waist-to-height ratio. And essentially what they found was correlations with body mass index. I would assume that's waist-to-hip ratio, this is skin fold, and that's percent body fat. And so here we have that the waist-to-height ratio is 0.45, which is below the cutoff of 0.5, which indicates that this is a lean population. In that the waist-to-height ratios have a strong positive relationship, which means when body mass index goes up, so does waist-to-height ratio, and vice versa. If waist-to-height ratio is up, there's also a moderate positive relationship with waist-to-hip ratio, some of subcutaneous fat, and then percent body fat. So truly remarkable. So you take half the person's height, so waist, yeah, that's waist less than half height. So that's the goal, is to have your waist be less than half your height. Pretty interesting.